Welcome into Sportscape. My name is Derek Clyburn. I'm joined once again by John Felipe. John, how you doing today?
Hey, late December and we're in the playoff race. I'm doing fine.
Yeah, nothing. Hey, that's the best feeling right now. I mean, be in the playoff race. You know, week 18, the playoffs on the line. I mean, nothing. You can't ask for anything better than that. If you're a Panthers fan, especially going into the season. Like if you told yourself before the season, hey, we have a chance to win and get in the playoffs. I mean, that would just be exceptional.
I would say yes every time.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of different things going on around the league.
Ironically enough, you guys felt this way before about half a decade ago in 2020 with, I believe, Phillip Rivers.
I think you're talking about Carson Wentz here.
It was Carson. That's right. It was Carson Wentz with Frank Reich.
Yeah. And we lost. That was just a horrible feeling.
Yep, I remember that.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to go back to those days anymore. Even though we was in the playoff race, I mean, it's probably maybe a little bit better feeling than I'm feeling right now. What is what's going on with the Colts? But I mean, we lost, so the end result wasn't good. But he was in the run. He was in the race.
This year was a great collapse, but nobody saw this coming, especially not with Daniel Jones. It's just frustrating because it's like, the what if. Like, oh, he got hurt. We couldn't even see what this team could be, That's that's the worst feeling because it's not even like an answer. You don't know a yes or no,
Yeah. Uncertainty is definitely not great in sports. I mean, especially when injuries are involved and contracts and all, like organization. It's all different stuff. Different dominoes got to fall in place for you to be in a great position, and we're just at a crossroads right now. So we got to see what's going to happen with that for sure. Yeah. But man, let's jump right into the Panthers Seahawks game. Panthers, they lost 27-10 to the Seattle Seahawks. I will say the score is like the game was much closer than the score. Yeah, the score implicates.
Panthers, it is leading in a way, but misleading in another way. But I'll let you finish the tag, and then I'll say.
Yeah, post game throughout into like a couple plays here and a couple plays up there. Pretty much after a couple of turnovers that changed the game, that pretty much put the game wide open and gave the Seahawks a bigger lead than they had. But John, go into detail. What happened in this game, like for the Panthers to be able to not pull this off?
I'll say this: statistically, the Seahawks were doing incredibly well against us the entire game, consistently. But the Panthers, specifically and especially on defense, were able to just come up with some gritty plays, some close to turnovers, some turnovers themselves. Like, this Ejiro Evero defense is actually, it can play well if it has the right pieces. The fans like on Twitter that are like wanting to fire him, I don't think they're getting the bigger picture. It's like the system is what we want. We're not always going to have all the pieces. If you don't have the cogs, then you're not going to be able to run the machine. And when it all works perfectly, Ejiro Evero's defense is incredible. At the same time, the offense just couldn't get it going. The Seattle Seahawks played the most man that they played all season. Like, they were playing zone, I believe, 60 or 70% of the time. They're playing zone defense. And they were playing man a lot of the time. And added to that, we have Ikem Ekwonu coming off of an injury, and the pass rush is getting there quick. Obviously, Robert Hunt is coming off of his bicep tear as well. Like, we have a good offensive line, but like we're not at our best right at this moment. And for them to come like that when that might not have necessarily been our game plan, to have a lot of stunts and quick getting to the quarterback and man-on-man coverage, I see where we failed, and I'm proud of the Panthers for continuing to play the way that they played until those 2 turnovers. They were in the game, very much so. Like, people want to laugh, oh, Bryce, 54 yards. Like, he kept us in the game. It was his touchdown that made it a game when it was 17-10 into the fourth quarter. Like, and so I'm glad to see that fight and see the team that we have and the grit that we have and even the game plan that we have. I'm not so much as worried at the box score than I am like thinking about what the Panthers did and what they were able to produce and what the possibilities are for the future for a Buccaneers team that's quite frankly collapsing. They've won 1 game out of the last 9. 1. Like 1.
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't start off this season so well, like 5-2 or whatever they started off, they would be like in the bottom of the league based off of their previous like half season performance. So we have to win on Saturday. It's Saturday now. Saturday at 4:30.
Yeah.
We have to win. Like, that is a non-negotiable. We have to win this game if we're a serious franchise. And we should win this game. But it's the NFL any given Sunday. So I'm just that's where my stomach is a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely nerve wracking because you never know what could happen or who's going to show up or but and they play
Hopefully
well.
Federer was better because he was sick with the flu.
He was sick.
Yeah, and our defense played well, but our offense was not able to show up. And so whether it be function, whether it be maybe some quarterback play, I don't think it was really that much Bryce, whether it be the conditions, the slippery conditions and whatnot, like whatever it may be, we need to flush that away and move on to the Buccaneers game because this is for all the marbles, like this is the game here. This is the Super Bowl for us right now. So we have to win this game.
Absolutely. Man, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the Seahawks defense, the way they were like defending. Like you talked about like the man coverage and how they usually play zone. I know Dave Canal has specifically said that after the game, like was basically saying how that was, adjustment that they had to make, and I guess they weren't quite, ready for that, and it kind of like showed like on the field because like, I mean, it didn't really look like nobody was open. Like there wasn't a lot of times where wide receivers are getting open like down the field, and like you said, the pass was getting there quick, and so Bryce just had to take what he could take, underneath throws and check downs. Get to his check downs. I mean, that's all he can really do.
Jared Feinberg on Twitter said he made a great point. Like, for people wanting to say this was a conservatively called game and that it wasn't up to the explosiveness, Bryce's check down took an average of 4.3 seconds. He's waiting to the last second, and then there's nowhere else to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, and like, so it was, and. I mean, it's good. Like he didn't do anything to put the team in harm's way for a while. Like I said, it was tied 3-3 at halftime. Like and then the Panthers was played extremely well too. So they were in this game.
Got some nice turnovers. I mean,
yeah. Had that. What was that fumble that forced early in the game. It set up the Panthers to get that field goal. So
yeah, both the fumble and the interception looked to me like they were 50-50, and they both went our way. So, I mean, there's really no excuse. I mean, the excuse is we are a rebuilding team, and this is probably a team playing the best football in the NFL, Like, so the fact that we played them that well, I'm not mad.
Yeah, I guess the team is very good, throwing the ball down the field.
Gritty.
Jackson Smith at Jigma, and, y'all know the way he's been playing. So, I mean, this is a team that has Super Bowl aspirations, and they were able to play with him, for most of this game.
Certainly.
And so it was like, there's a couple plays here and there that just didn't go the Panthers' way. Like, J.C. Horn, he dropped like an interception. Yeah, that face mask late in the game. He had interception that he could have caught like early in the game.
Oh, dude, it would have been right there too. It was like at the 20-yard line.
Yeah. I mean, so and then like they had a couple like offsides, like on 3rd and 1, like early in the game. I mean, so a couple things here and there stalled some drives, and it was just like. But the thing was, the defense stepped up and made plays when they really needed to keep them in the game, while the offense was struggling. But like you said, like in the third quarter, and the momentum, like after that Mike Jackson interception, we thought like the momentum was shifting. He's like, oh shoot, the Panthers are about to go out, do something now. Let's just take advantage.
I felt it too.
Yeah, let's see if they can take advantage of this. And then the fumble on the next play, I was like,
But the thing that makes me like, hey, we were expected to lose this game.
Yeah,
Buccaneers lost. We played a good game. All the marbles next week. Like all these variables that like make me like when I analyze like step by step, it's all no injuries besides Jatavion Sanders with the ankle.
Yeah,
he broke it too, so it's probably he's out, and it might eat into next season as well.
Yeah.
But besides that, like it was a healthy game, and we played well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, the turnovers were pretty much the difference in the game. They had 14 unanswered points and just, play here, play there. And it was just, I mean, like I said, defense played pretty well, man. I mean, like they scored, all the touchdowns came on short fields. I mean, it was every one of them came like, it was already in Panthers territory. So it was just like, opportunities missed and, kind of like the Panthers were like shooting themselves in the foot with the mistakes they were making that hurt them in this game. But a lot of good things to take away. The defense playing well. Like I said, Nick Scorton continues to play well too. I mean, he's just becoming such a great player for the Panthers. This is the plays he made the fourth fumble, sack.
I mean, I was just talking to Jenna about this. Like, if I had to pick in the draft, T-Mac and Nick Scorton, round 1 or 2, or somebody else, Jalen Walker, insert name here, and then Jaden Higgins or Jalen Noel, one of the Iowa State products, like 1 or 2. 9 times out of 10 during the draft season would have said the latter, and I am glad to be wrong. Like Nick Scorton and T-Mac are incredible players, and they have the potential to be stars, if not superstars.
Absolutely.
And Nick Scorton, in particular, is getting really hot over these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he's a player that when you look, he just pops off the screen when he plays. Like, you can just see him. Like, you can see, like, he's making an impact play out here when he's out there.
The effort is like contagious.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that the Panthers have needed, In addition to what Derek Brown does and J.C. Horn does, having a player like that just makes everything better for the team to be able to take plays around them. So, yeah. But my question to you is like, I know you was talking about earlier, you don't know what's going to happen, but what needs to happen for the Panthers to go out and win next week in Week 18? What do you need to see from them?
In terms of game plan, I think the most important part and what the Seahawks did so efficiently, ironically enough, is prevented us from having an efficient offense. They prevented us from just moving the ball forward. What they did is get to the quarterback quick and stop receivers from getting open, like at the same time. And then we had to resort to checkdowns, and then the checkdowns were neutralized by great tackling. They had a great tackling game. That was honestly probably the best tackling game that we faced all year. They were just swarming the ball carrier. I give it to them. They're a good team. Obviously, there's a reason they're, and it's Mike McDaniel. Is that his name? Mike McDonald.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The former defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're a good team, and they played a great ball game, and I see where they won. The Panthers, in particular, there's a lot of doom and gloom on Panthers Twitter. I'm not really afraid. Like, I feel as though that was actually a good thing. Like, that our outing was good. Like, I do wish we would have had a couple plays differently, but it was 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it was 17-10 and 3rd and 21. That was anybody's ball game. Like, anybody's. Like, so
who knows what could have happened?
exactly. If not for that play. And I told Jenna, I was like, that play, I think that won it for them. Like, and it was true because they ended up going and scoring. But, you know, I feel like the Panthers are putting themselves in a position, their personnel, their coaching, their quarterback, that it's any given Sunday. They really can win any game. And we're playing playoff football in December, baby, last week of the year. Like, what more could you ask for? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
Definitely. And it's funny because, I mean, people have talked about, like, the win-loss thing, like, how they're going back and forth, like, the whole season, like,
the win-loss.
Yeah, like, win-loss, win-loss. So I guess the Panthers will do right because they lost this week, right? But if
they kept it going 6 weeks in a row now.
Yeah. So it's like, but thinking about it, it's like the Panthers play their best when their backs are against the wall. It feels like when people are doubting them, when people are putting them down, or Bryce shouldn't be the quarterback anymore, or Dave Canales needs to be fired, Evero needs to be fired. You know, everybody's doubting them, putting them down. Like, you know, they hear that from their fans. They see it on Twitter. Like, oh, it's time. It's time for us to lock in. You know, do our thing. You know, like let's go out there and play well. It seems like they do that. I mean, it happens. Like, you know, after that terrible Saints loss, came back that next week. And they beat like the Packers that next week, or was it the Rams? One of them teams.
Rams.
They beat the Rams the very next week after the disappointing Saints loss. So he was, and everybody
Packers was another one too. We ended up beating them, and it might have been both Saints. LOL, but it was a team we were supposed to beat.
Yeah, and it's like when the backs is against the wall, the Panthers show up. So I don't think we should expect anything different. We know they're gonna go out there and play well. I mean, we expect it. I mean, especially with Bryce. I mean, you know, game is time, clutch time when it's, you know, game on the line. He shows up. I mean, 12 game-winning drives, you know, in his career so far, most by any quarterback since 2023. So it's like
youngest of his age too.
Absolutely. So it's like, you know, the Panthers show up when they need to. Obviously, you would like it to be better. You like to be more consistent. You know, don't have to put him in a situation.
What was it? 2 wins, then 5 wins, and now 8 wins. If we didn't win next week, it's already 8 wins. Like, we're making progress. Like,
moving in the right direction. When you talk about that process, you should always talk about, and you know, earlier in the season, that Dave Canales was talking about. You know, you feel like you're moving in the right direction with that process that he's been, you know, so adamant about that the Panthers are on. You know, and getting to the next level. Taking it step by step and, you know, day by day and all that, week by week, and all, like they talk about all the time. So, I mean, it's being present in the moment, like Bryce always talks about, you know. So right now, you know, it's time. You know, it's time for him to show up. And I mean, like I said, Tampa Bay isn't playing well. So the Panthers have a prime opportunity to go out there.
If we lose to Tampa Bay, I'll say this much: if we lose to Tampa Bay next week, that was meant to happen, and we deserve to lose. Because then we built up, we got this progress, and we were not quite ready for the moment. If we can't beat that team, we were not quite ready for the moment. And so might as well get a better draft pick than like get thrown out on national TV and like be a laughing stock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but, you know, with everything on the line, you know, they win next week, home playoff game. Who would have thought? You know, and it's kind of funny because I saw something earlier. It was saying like it somehow like the Falcons somehow beat the Rams. Like it would be something like that.
If we lose next week, okay. So and they're playing, I believe, right now. They've just begun playing the Falcons and Rams. If the Falcons beat the Rams, who are less incentivized now to play as hard because they've secured either the 5 or 6 seed, which really just means who do you play? If they beat them and then beat the Saints next week, then the Panthers don't even need to win next week.
Yeah.
Which I don't even understand how that works, but I would gladly take it.
Hey, you take that. Like, shoot, that sounds good to me.
Yo, literally.
It's like, but yeah, when I heard that scenario today, I was like, wow. I was like, okay. I was like, hey, but the Panthers still need to go out there and win that game, because they should. I mean, the way
Yeah, well, that would be the saddest way to limp into the playoffs, like losing that game and winning on a technicality.
Yeah, you want to go in the playoffs with some momentum, feeling good
But
about
it would make sense because then we had our win-loss. Like then, since we lost, we will win again. the two losses merged together to make one.
Hey, they'd be due for a win, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we'll win on the playoffs.
Yeah. It should be a very exciting time. I mean, this is where you want to be, right here in this moment. It's gonna be must-see TV Saturday, 4:30. We gotta be there, rooting the Panthers on. Hopefully they pull it out. We're out here, coming here with playoff, in the playoffs. If we get to talk about playoff football, with at least one of our teams.
Yeah, I can't believe the Colts aren't there. I actually could not believe it.
Yeah.
I would have bet anything that they would be there like 5 weeks ago.
It's almost,
Even 3 weeks.
It's almost depressing what's happened to the Colts. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah, that is depressing. I'm not that sucks so bad.
Yeah, but yeah. Speaking of
the worst part is the lack of the first round pick. That's the thing.
Oh man, we gave away a first round pick for Sauce. I mean, we were going all in.
In my mind, I would just be like, oh well, we're gonna get a better draft pick. And I'll be like, all right, let me turn my eyes towards the draft. But like, you don't even have that to look forward to.
You can't even do that.
I know how that feels.
I was looking today. I was like, we would have the 16th pick. Wait, it's going to the Jets.
Oh no! Now you have to wait until the 16th pick of the second round.
Oh my goodness! I guess we're gonna have to trade up. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's see what happens. They got to come up with a plan. They got to come up with a plan.
Is it Riley Leonard? Is it Anthony Richardson? What do you think about Anthony Richardson?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't even know if they believe in him anymore. So I don't even know if he's gonna get a shot or opportunity to even, get that spot back. So I mean, like I said, I don't know what the plan is gonna be. I'm kind of baffled at what's gonna happen. I mean, Daniel Jones is gonna be coming to the year. Obviously, they're probably gonna give him a low contract, probably no higher than $10 million at least, at the most, I would say, because we don't know what kind of quarterback he's going to be next year after his ACL injury. We saw what he was after the Achilles injury. He looked god awful, and that's normal because usually it takes a year for them to fully recover and to go back to being their true selves most of the time for most players. But we don't know what Daniel is going to be. So, like I said, I think it's the worst position to be, up in the air with your quarterback position. It's the worst feeling, you can't go anywhere if you don't have your quarterback position taken care of. It's a horrible situation.
Let's think. It was even before Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold and Teddy Bridgewater. Like it was Kyle Allen. It was what's homeboy's name? Tyler. He had a heroic playoff game with the Commanders one time.
Tyler Heinicke.
Yep. Like we've been in QB purgatory for the longest, and then even when we got Bryce, he got benched, and it's like, are we in QB purgatory? So I understand the feeling.
Absolutely, we've been, ever since Andrew Luck retired, we've been through so many quarterbacks: Phillip Rivers and Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan and Jacoby Brissett, and, Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. Riley Leonard. I mean, I think at one point he was playing some other dude. I forget his name though. But we have so many quarterbacks. It's just been up and down. We thought we had it in Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't work out.
I thought you guys did too. I mean, before
the talent was there. The talent was there. It's just like the mental.
Before the injuries, his rookie year, he was getting mad fantasy points.
He looked phenomenal. I mean, he was running over people. I mean, all the throws he was making. And even saw glimpses even last year when he played, in that first game.
What do you think happened? Do you think he still has it in him, or do you think he just can't learn the NFL game?
I think it's going to take some time. It might, maybe it's like a Sam Darnold situation or Geno Smith situation. It takes longer than
Yeah,
to for them to the mental to match their their gifts, the physical gifts,
that makes
physical
sense.
ability. And
Yeah.
you might just need a coach that can take your time with them and actually develop them and striking them. And they didn't think they had time. They was just like, man, we might be fired if we try to wait too long to develop this dude. Like we need him to be in there now.
That's the thing. It's like not everybody's thinking about like what's the best case scenario long term. Like I have a livelihood I need to survive,
Exactly.
so I'm just gonna I'm gonna play the safe option.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just like that's why. I mean, then with Daniel Jones, I was surprised. I was like, what? I was like, okay. I mean, I was proven wrong, obviously, but I was just like, I was shocked. I was like, I thought for sure they was going to pick Anthony Richardson.
I mean, it was a top 10 draft pick.
Yeah, yeah. I think they should give him one more opportunity. Upside. Even if they could have, even if they could throw him out there and he sucked, at least I would be like, okay, well, now put Daniel Jones in. At least we know he sucks. You know what I'm saying? But we never got that opportunity, so it's just like, it's interesting. But I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I'm waiting for Ballard and them to come in. Well, we won't know until offseason, obviously, what kind of plan they have. At least probably until the draft. But free agency really. 'Cause I don't know what the plan is. I mean, what do we do? I mean, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any quarterbacks we could trade for, even
It's hard. It's a hard year to need.
We just gave up picks for Sauce Gardner, so we don't really have that much ammunition anymore, really. So it's like I don't know. Maybe we wait 2027.
I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, you guys aren't going to get another quarterback this year. I don't think, unless it's like a low value, like maybe try for like Zach Wilson or something.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's not that many options. It really isn't. Like I was trying. You can't even think of people who are who's in the backup right now that's even worth picking. I don't know. Unless it's just weird right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's just talk about this game a little bit. The Colts, they lost to the Jaguars 23-17. I will say the defense played much better than they did last week. Last week they gave up 48 points. Like I said, that was an abomination what they did last week. So they played much better in this game. And then, I mean, they held the team. Like the Jaguars have been playing so. I mean, their offense have been how
23-17 is not bad against that team.
Absolutely, because they had been scoring 30 points for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, over 30. So it was they was on a high. I think Trevor Lawrence, he had come to this game, 14 touchdowns, zero picks, and we forced, had an interception, forced him to a couple of interceptions, I think, in this game. Well, one of them might be dropped, so I think he just had one. But like I said, they played decent. I mean, they played decent enough to win this game, but it wasn't like they were, running up and down the field against us, which was great to show some pride after last week. The way they played last week, the defense came back and played.
Yeah, it's easy to feel deflated after you get demolished.
Yeah, for sure. And early in this game, man, we was up 10-0. I was like, oh, okay, we might win. I'm thinking to myself, we gotta get one for Philip. I mean, he's gonna retire after this year, gotta get at least one.
I think is the most depressing part that Philip Rivers didn't get one.
Yeah,
he deserved one. He deserved one, so he can come out afterwards and be like, "How you like that?"
Yeah. You see one of those classic interviews of him, being hyped and stuff. Yeah, and he's like,
"I will yell in your ear."
Yeah. And he brings his 20 kids behind him, and he has all of them in there, and they're all in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's right. This is Buckney Jr.'s first victory. He was born 2 years after I retired.
But yeah, man. 10-0, man. Like I said, we were first 2 drives, we went up and down the field. I mean, we had it. I mean, moving the ball, efficiently up and down the field. Jonathan Taylor looked good. After that, kind of went downhill. I thought there was some miscommunication between him and the receivers. I mean, and he was just throws didn't get there in time. I don't think you have to be Philip Rivers. He doesn't have the physical ability to make all the throws anymore. So you got to be you have to be
I
right
mean,
in
he had the
sync with
dad
him.
bod. We could see it.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, so you have to be right in sync with him, or you're probably not getting to that ball because it's like one of the balls fluttering. It's like you gotta be there to get it. So it's like it happens. Um, but like I said, defense played pretty well. I would say. Like I said, I think what it's for 23 points total. Going into halftime, it was like 10-7, I believe. So I mean, played pretty well. I mean, I thought the pressure. I mean, they had like I think it was 8 quarterback hits, and or 7 quarterback hits,
Did
and like
Latu do something? Did he
yeah,
do
he had
well?
a sack. He had one of the sacks. Also, this dude's name is so hard to pronounce. Adaboar, he had a sack as well. But both of them, so for the most part, they were containing what the Jaguars were trying to do. I mean, for the Jaguars, man, I got to give Trevor Lawrence a lot of credit because he made some very hard throws in this game that helped us sit drive because it was like
He's been
pressure
playing
being the pressure being his face and he had this like be take the hit and
I
still
mean,
be able to
it's
make that
wild.
throw.
Once you get the right like offensive coordinator and the right system, then like a 5-year quarterback flourishes.
Absolutely. And he didn't have any passing touchdowns in this game. So we had him with no passing touchdowns. I mean, they scored up running touchdowns or turnovers. And we held him with 2 or 5 in the red zone. So it was like the game was
Did he
there
have
for
a
the taking.
rushing? Was that him that had a
Yeah,
rushing?
he had two rushing touchdowns, I think.
Two?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe he had 2. 1 or 2. But I remember the draw play. That's the last one scored draw. Yeah, that quarterback draw. Scored that up and out. But, man, it's over now.
Bryce had a rushing one too. And it was, I think, the same direction. I think it was to the left.
Yeah. I was like, at that point, I was like, it's gonna be hard for us to come down and score. But this is probably Philip Rivers' probably least productive game. I mean, he didn't complete over 60% of his passes, but he he still moved the ball a little bit, good enough. Like I said, it's just he wasn't the receivers and him weren't necessarily in sync as they were like the last couple weeks, and throws were all over the place. It felt like the age might have been getting to him. All right, dude, like you might be done. Yeah, 2 games in, like now it's like
I was gonna say one game is one thing, but a stretch of 3 weeks straight for that bod,
it's like you
that dad
like
bod,
pushing it.
Because I remember one pass he had in particular. He said, huh. he heaved it like a volleyball. I was like, oh, bro, no. Somebody get Grandpa off the field. Don't hurt him. I don't want him to.
Yeah.
That's how much 2 years of recovery time if he gets crushed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like last week, that was his week. Because that's the best he looked like. Last week was his best game by far. I mean, the Colts offense looked great in that game, but defense just let us down last week. This week, it was like defense is getting a chance after chance, and we can't do nothing because Philip Rivers is not able to make the throws today. So, it was an interesting play. And like I said, the Jaguars make plays when they need to. I mean, 4th down conversions. I mean, 3rd downs. They made all the critical plays in the critical situations. They made.
That's how you win the game. It's the only way.
And I gotta say, Parker Washington, man, he just came. I mean, he's playing well. Like lately, I mean, he's been like a go-to receiver for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he's like someone. I mean, he investigated special teams with kick returns, punt returns, and then his speed after the catch, man. He gets that ball, man. He's a threat
for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
Jacoby Myers.
Yes. He basically, I mean, when he came in, he changed our offense, man. He made that offense go.
Yeah, it changed their offense for me not getting points from Brian Thomas Jr. Thank you very much on fantasy.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on that dude. Like, bro, come on. I mean, that dude was a 1st-round pick in the fantasy, and these dudes sticking up his. Oh man, I don't know what happened with him. It's got to be mental, but yeah, I said, Jacoby Myers definitely playing well too. So
Hey, at
both of
least it
them.
made me feel good that I lost in the Poach Dynasty by 40 points. So I'm thinking there's no way, no sequence of events that would have led to my victory. It gives me peace.
For sure, for sure. But man, it was interesting. And Jonathan Taylor just not being able to get like he hasn't had over 100 yards in like I don't know how many weeks it's been, but he hasn't rushed for over 100 yards in like at least 6 or 7 weeks. Bro. It's like it's been a it's been a long time, so it's like he never got going again. Like after like that first like 10 weeks where he was at a high, like he was 82 at that point. We were all feeling good. He was a front one, the MVP candidates, front runner for offensive player of the year. People were talking to him like he might break the record for touchdowns and you know and rushing yards, and now he can't even over 100 yards now. So it's just like he went through that funk. He in a funk right now. So I'm like, man, and I thought he played pretty well in this game, but he needs to get over 100 yards. So I'm really like, ah. I was like, we needed one game from him where he just went ballistic, kind of like how Derrick Henry did, like out of nowhere went ballistic this week, like had like
No,
200
like
yards and
the
four
way that he
touchdowns.
did, and I thank you for your service against the Buccaneers. And that was the early game too.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, defense played well. I mean, they intercepted like Trevor Lawrence a couple times, like in the red zone. Like a fourth turnover was like a couple times in the red zone, so that was good. But like I said, man, the offense just wasn't up to where didn't play as well as they needed to help win this game. But man, it's just like it's so many stats. Like looking at it, I was looking at some things today. I was like, man, think about it. For week 10, we were 8-2, probably what the number one seed in the AFC, feeling good about ourselves. Like you're like, yeah, man. Like,
I thought there
probably
was no possible way that you guys would miss the playoffs. I really, truly thought. Like
you
when
need
I remember when we were talking about it, like when you guys had lost like maybe 2 or maybe 3 in a row. I'm like, you guys are in the driver's seat. I would kill to be in that position, like as a Panthers fan. Like, what if I told you this in the beginning of the year? And I was thinking, like, it's all gonna work out. Like, it should. For it not to work out is mind blowing to me.
I mean,
I
it's
thought
hard to
for
think
sure
about.
it
It's
was.
hard to fathom. It's hard to
Yeah,
fathom what happened. I mean, we haven't won a game. We've lost 6 straight games. I mean, it's horrifying what's happened.
I'm sure this
I
is what the Buccaneers are thinking right now.
like it's horrifying, like what we're going through right now. And it's like I think so. We're becoming the third team to start 8-2 and miss the playoffs since the 1990. Like it's like the Miami Dolphins is like the 1993, and then like the Oakland Raiders like in 1995. And I guess the common theme is all of them, it got injury with the starting quarterback, so that definitely hurts the situation when you lose your starting quarterback. So it's like, how do you recover from it? It probably would have been good to have Anthony Richardson at that point because if he healthy,
Dude, you would have
because he could
trotted
have
him
been
out
doing some of the same
at
things.
least. You would at least have somebody on a rookie contract that you could see what you had.
Exactly. And it's like three of the 6 losses. It's like some of those games you look back on. It's like, man, we could have won like the Chiefs game. Like we had that game. Wow, I thought we should have won that game. Then like this, like a Texans game we could have won. The Seahawks game a couple weeks ago. Even though I mean that was Phillips Rivers' game, but we could have won that game. But it's just
Right.
stuff that happened in that game. But another stat I saw, it was like it says the Colts are 3-6 in one score games, but they've won at least 4 games by at least 21 points. I mean, I don't know how that's crazy to think about. Like, you lose
That
most
point
of the close
differential
games.
must go hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the point differential is crazy, And think about it, the other teams that have at least 4 like wins of by 21 are in the playoffs. Like the Seahawks, the Rams. I mean, both of those teams have in the playoffs. So it's like we're the only team in the playoffs who, we had like that early surge, and now we just, it's a complete nosedive. What has happened like to the end of the season? I mean, like I said, we're just at a crossroads. I don't know what direction we're gonna go in. I don't know what we're doing. Obviously, we would like to retool I mean, the defense gets some better players on defense. The offense, I think, is pretty good. I mean, other than like maybe you want to just build depth on the offensive line, so if you build an injury, so you can have somebody quality backups. But we got a lot of weapons. I mean, Alex Pierce, Tyler Warren, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, all exceptional players. So Jonathan Davis is still a great running back as well.
You guys have
But
options for days, dog.
I mean,
Especially speed at the receiver position.
yeah. I mean, you can never have too many players. So if you want to trap another quality player, I wouldn't be mad at that either. But but we really need to focus on the defense, obviously the quarterback position, which I don't know. I don't think we're going to address this year because we don't have the the assets, the when we the
I
funds
think
to do
Sauce
that.
Gardner is going to be good next year. I think people are trashing him online, but I think he's going to be
Absolutely.
good next year.
Definitely think that we could use like a linebacker that's good and that can cover and be disruptive in the run game as well. And also like adding getting more like a defensive lineman, like another defensive lineman. Actually, like defensive lineman that can pass rush, like a pass rusher from the D tackle position. That would be great.
No.
If it's a tackle position, that would be great. You know what I mean? Latu, I mean, he's not bad, but he's okay. But
You guys play 4-3?
Yeah, we play
4-3.
4-3. Yeah, 4-3.
Okay, so like a big bodied plug in the middle, maybe like a nose tackle type.
Yeah. Because the thing is, like, DeForest Buckner, he went out with a neck injury and he has to have surgery on his neck. So, he's getting older and he's dealing with these nagging injuries. You don't know how much longer he'll be able to play.
Neck is serious too. Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know. So we're going to have to address that position. Grover Stewart also who's there. Also a great player, a good player for us. Assistant, he's there every week. But he's older, getting older too. So you're going to need to ask people that can, pass for us, like an impact player at that position. So that's why I pretty much say that we should put our focus on the defense and, hopefully we can just get, maybe you see what you can do with Anthony Richardson next year. You never know. I guess they might go Richardson or Riley Leonard, one of them. I'm sure. But it's interesting. Yeah, the Colts, they fall to, I think now they're 8-7, which is crazy to think about it. 8-8, because there's one game left. So I think
No,
5.
500.
Yeah. 8-8, crazy to think about that. I think it might have been the same that we had last year. But definitely not the season that we wanted, how we wanted to end the season. I think next week we probably gonna have to. I think Riley Leonard might play next week.
That's what I saw too. Just because if you guys are already out, might as well. Obviously, Philip Rivers isn't the future.
Yeah. Might as well see what Riley Leonard can do, or maybe Anthony Richardson plays. I don't know. Maybe one of them, or both. Maybe I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that.
AR running back.
Hey, we'll do something, all right. Got to see.
I'm just kidding, AR. If you ever see this, that was a joke.
Hopefully, he can do something. But hopefully, he lands on his feet somewhere, whether somewhere else, obviously. So, yeah. But let's jump into some storylines around the league. So many things that happened over the weekend. We had games. What? Christmas was on Thursday. We had games on Thursday. And what? We had games Friday. I don't even remember now. I know we had
No, not Friday. So Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. So, yeah. Those games on Thursday weren't that good, but yeah. The rest of the games, I thought it was some interesting games that happened.
They weren't that good for me either. They didn't help my fantasy teams.
No, not at all. And it's crazy because I almost forgot that there's gonna be Saturday games. So I was like looking, and I saw like a notification that said like something like, "Oh yeah, like the Packers are playing or something," and I'm like, oh, they play tonight. Because I was with my family like most of the weekend. So we was out. We was at somebody's house like playing games and stuff. And I was like, we was talking like me and my cousin was talking. We was like, we got. It's like we talking about our fantasy teams for some reason. We was like, oh yeah, we might need to look at our lineups. And then I was like, oh, there's a game night. He's like, oh word. He's like, oh yeah, we both need to check our lineups. So we like, looking at the same time, like, bro, and like,
Yo, it feels like that like 10 minutes before when it's like 12:50. Oh, especially like back in the day when you're like getting out of church and it's like, oh, I gotta make sure I got all my things set up.
shoot, I be doing that every week now. Cause I be getting out of church, be looking like, let me see what I got. Shoot, I might sit in the car for a good 10, 20 minutes before I leave the parking lot. Just to make sure, make sure everything's set in stone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's crazy. But man, the first thing I want to talk about the Bears 49ers game, that Sunday night game. That game
That was crazy.
Incredible. I think it's like, what, 10 touchdowns combined? I mean, was it 42-38 was the final score?
42-38?
Yeah. With the 49ers pulling it out, I mean, that was a great game. I mean, the plays that were made, like the quarterbacks, they played so well. They all made like some incredible throws. I mean, they were just showing their abilities, like being able to get outside the pocket and throwing. Brock Purdy, I mean, he's been playing so well lately. I mean, he's looking like the Brock Purdy we saw like a couple of years ago when when they made that run to the Super Bowl. I mean, so maybe
his mobility is great.
Yeah. Maybe
he reminds me a lot. Like people get upset, like I guess real stans of who I'm about to say get upset, and I'm kind of a stan of who I'm about to say too. So you could probably kind of understand what I'm going for. People get upset when I say, or not me, but anybody, but if I were to say Brock Purdy plays a lot of similar game to Bryce Young. Like the way he moves around, he doesn't have any particular like elite trait besides the ability to move around the pocket, understand where he is. And Bryce Young is a better version of it, yes, but they play a similar style game.
I mean, because he plays like his throws are like so like accurate. Like he throws like passes like anticipating throws, like he just throws it like on time and when it needs to be, and like he's a playmaker. He gets the ball like to players when they like that play he had the Cal use check and like in the end zone where he had to like extend the play and just make something out of nothing, be able to throw it at the last second to give him a touchdown. I mean, that was an incredible play. So I mean, now, funny enough, they got a chance to be the 1 seed if they win next week against the Seahawks. So
wild. I mean, that NFC West is insane.
Totally insane because especially with all the injuries they had. And I don't think we thought that they was going to be there. Like with George Kittle being out as much as he's been out, Brandon Ayuk never came, this year, never played this year.
And then of course that Seahawks game against the Rams, which like blew the whole thing open, and now the Rams are fighting for a wild. They're in the wild card, but they're fighting between five or six tonight. Like one of the wild cards
being like the 1 seed. Yeah,
exactly. Instead of being one.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, think about it. They had all those injuries of defense like Nick Bosa and like I forget the other player that got hurt, but I mean they had so many injuries.
A lot. Their linebacker Fred Warner.
Yeah. Which they say he might be able to return for the playoffs at some point. Maybe
they make it to like the NFC Championship game.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you have that many injuries to your best players like that, I mean, to be able to still be able to play as well as they had, especially offensively. I mean, you can just see that Kyle Shanahan is just an offensive genius, the way he calls plays.
Oh yeah, he's very smart. Yeah, I mean, you don't have the level of success that he's had over a variety of, like, it wasn't just one iteration of the team. He had the Jimmy Garoppolo, he had the Trey Lance for a little bit, like like and the defense has changed. Like it's no longer the early 2010s Niners defense with Patrick Bowman and Navarro Bowman and Patrick Willis. He completely revamped the entire team and made it a good team in a different way.
Yeah, for sure. This is like with Christian McCaffrey, he possesses, he does.
Oh, of course,
everything.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, he does everything in the
He's
receiving
incredible.
game, rushing game. I mean, probably the best, option, offensive weapon in the league with the way what he
He's just
does.
I mean, he honestly, I am so happy to see him living his best life. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think he like even though we kind of lost the trade, quote unquote, he wasn't gonna live his best life rebuilding with the Panthers these last few
Yeah,
years.
that would be tough. Yeah.
You know, he's on the cover of Madden. Like he's close to 1,000 again. Like I just love to see him like use his talent because he was
Yeah.
not going to do that with the Panthers.
I mean, what could have been if Cam could have stayed healthy with him?
That would have been, man. It's depressing to look back over this previous decade and like what could have been and the closest what could have been 2015, 2016, 2017 playoff game against the Saints, 2018 shoulder injury against Cam, and then afterwards it just all went to crap.
Downhill, yeah, all with bad, yeah. Yeah, I mean, what a crazy sequence of events. I mean, man.
And now, look, we're almost a decade older talking about the Panthers playoff for the first time in this long.
Yeah, I mean, that's
crazy.
Rough. Crazy thing about for sure. But yeah, there's a couple other games. I think, what does this thing say? It says over the last 3 weeks, the San Francisco 49ers have scored 127 points. But that's crazy. Think about. I mean, they play so well right now. One of the hottest teams, probably the best offense going into the playoffs.
Yeah,
offensively, been playing the best team right
they
now.
played us well on Monday Night Football too.
Yes, I think they played us too. Did they had a team that beat the score 48 on us last week, didn't it? Yeah, I think that was a team that put 48 on us last week. Yeah, but it was actually. So, I mean, yeah, they were playing extremely well the last few weeks. We both experienced our offense, so
not fun.
Like a short period, not fun at all. But another game that I would say was shocking: the Steelers losing to the Browns. I mean,
I love that. Shador. I love to see Shador succeed.
He didn't play the best game, but he had his moments.
I think 2 interceptions, but he had some splash plays.
Yeah, he did. He had some splash plays. He's a rookie, so gotta give him some time. Time, for sure. But yeah, man, the Steelers. I mean, they could have clinched the division with that win. They went in there and lost. The Steelers, they just find ways to lose. I think like at the end of seasons, they have like these lulls at the end of seasons where they just go like.
What are they at right
like
now? They had 500.
I think what the record is right now. I believe the record is 9-7. So
they're guaranteed to be above. Okay, so the Mike Tomlin streak continues. I think he's never had a season below 500.
Yeah, he hasn't. Yeah. So it continues. But next week, now the Ravens get a chance. Like next, whoever wins to the Ravens, the Steelers, is in the playoffs. So
just like the Bucks, Panthers.
Panthers. I mean, it's gonna be a good week for football. With a lot of implications on the line for sure.
Yeah.
But you never know. Lamar might be back or something next week, and the Ravens could possibly just get in. After all this time we've been thinking the Ravens wouldn't be in it. You know what I'm saying?
You know who needs to be in, and it pisses me off every year because he gets injured. It's Joe Burrow's Bengals. Like they should have got that Super Bowl that first time. I get it. Matthew Stafford deserved it. He put in, but still, I was rooting for him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those injuries definitely hurt Joe
every
Burrow,
year, even his rookie year. Yeah, it was his second year that he got there, wasn't it, or his third?
I think it was second year that he got the Super Bowl. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dan Marino style.
Yeah. And but yeah, the organization just hasn't helped him out in a way that they can put him in a position where he can get back there. Then the injuries on top of that. So maybe we'll see what happens. I know some teams are. I had a friend that was saying they're a Falcons fan for some reason, but they were saying, "Hey man, we about to trade for Joe Burrow." I was like, "Oh, okay." You think that's gonna happen?
Because that makes, you know why it makes especially no sense? Because I'm thinking the reason he said that was because Joe Burrow sounded like he was frustrated with the game of football. And so he was saying, if I'm not having fun, what's the point? But then what makes you think that they would want to go to a worse situation?
Yeah, it ain't. I mean, I guess the office structure is a little bit better. Well, no,
I just mean Joe Burrow's not going to be happier there. Like,
pretty similar, yeah. But they was excited. Like, yeah, man, we about to get Joe Burrow. We might come to the Falcons. I was like, okay, go all in. Hey, they can take Michael Penix and we'll get Joe Burrow and we throw some like, other picks in there. I'm like, oh, okay, the Bengals gonna go for that.
Yeah, for Michael Penix Jr. Jamar Chase is going to be like, oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm excited about
it. Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. A lot of also there's one stat for the Steelers. It said that the Steelers have failed to win a game against a team that's at elite. Okay, this was the fifth consecutive time they have failed to win against a team that's 8 games under 500. So I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me to think about. Like somebody, so they lose a lot of bad teams, I guess, at the end of the season. So which is kind of crazy to me. But I mean,
a lot of bad teams, dude. A lot of good teams that missed the playoffs. Like it's just so the NFL is the upside down this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the Lions will eliminate, Chiefs is out, the Bengals all out. So it's like new blood in here for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. So now we got a lot like going into week 18. I mean, the Ravens Steelers are going to be playing for the NFC title. Panthers Bucks playing for the NFC South title. And I feel like most of the teams now, like if you look at the playoff picture, these teams pretty much. Oh, I mean, everybody's pretty much clinched except for the NFC South. So, say Rams and
I cannot
Packers.
believe this. I mean, I guess we're the like Make-A-Wish kid because I mean, look at this: 13-3, and then the wild card has 12-4, and we're over here at 8-8 with the 4 seed. I
feel like the NFC South always has like
it's been at least 3 years, at least for the last 3 years. Yeah,
they always have. I think didn't like the Panthers be like at 7-9-1 or something like that, or
the year before our Super Bowl run, actually. Yeah, in 2014.
Yeah. Like I remember that.
That was the second time, and you know the first time that happened, it was the Beastquake game against another NFC South team. It was the Seahawks that snuck in with a losing record, and then Marshawn Lynch had the Beastquake.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, yeah, the Bears.
We're returning the favor to the NFC West because they let one of their own in with such a low head-to-head standing, and now we're doing the same thing, and they're the ones that are in the wild card slots.
Definitely. I think the Bears. Most surprising thing to me probably is the Bears being there at the number 2 seed. I mean, I don't think anybody thought. Well, I guess it might have been some people thinking they would win the division, but it was rare. It's a Bears fan because everybody probably was picking Green Bay or Detroit to win that division, and the Bears just came out of nowhere and took it by storm. I mean, that's it. Caleb Williams is starting to come along. I mean, he's played like really well in that game last night. I mean, that was a great game. He's starting to come along and play well because for most of the season, I feel like the running game was pretty much focal point for their offense, and then pretty much carrying them into victories. But over the last couple of weeks, Caleb Williams has started putting his imprint more in the game, and
DJ Moore could have used a little bit more of that passing game this past week in my fantasy.
Oh my goodness, bro! I should have benched that man. I knew I should have benched him. I knew it.
Why? Because of the sickness?
Yeah, man. Because I could have started like Zay Flowers. I think I took Zay Flowers out of the lineup because I was like, well, Lamar's not playing. He's not going to be productive. And he had like 14 points anyway. I was like, God dog. I was like, golly. And then like Quentin Johnson had 13 too, and I was like, bro, because he doesn't have consistent weeks usually with Quentin Johnson. So then he had 13. I was like, bro, I could have started either one of them. And I'm like, DJ Moore, he's like, he's sick, and I'm like, I hear he's sick. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like,
It was hard. It was hard for me to like pick which one. I was like between Alec Pierce, who got 0.00 points, Brian Thomas Jr., who we were talking about has not done well, or DJ Moore, or Jalen Coker. And I ended up like it was 2 slots, and out of those slots, I picked DJ Moore and Jalen Coker. And neither one did anything, but nobody did anything either.
yeah, I mean, not hurt because last week he had like this real productive week, like DJ Moore. He had like 20 something points last week.
22 points 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, so
22 and 23, like around that area.
Yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, he on a he on a heater right now. I'm like, I gotta put him in this lineup, like and think about it, this is the championship too, and you in it too. But I'm like, it's the championship. I'm like, bro, yeah, DJ Moore, he having triples. I need these points. I'm playing against like a formidable opponent out here, and I'm like, he's gonna do his thing. And I said he's sick. I said, oh man. And then I looked again. I was like, hold up. But then it kept saying like he might play and he might play through it or something. And then I'm like, bro, this is the night game. Like we can't be getting these last minute updates. Like he need to be out. Like I need to know if he's out like Friday or something, so I can like get him out the lineup.
DJ Moore, that dude popped up early. He popped up well, not early enough, but like popped up saying he was sick in the morning. And I was having that whole debacle, like I was saying before, about like Alec Pierce or Jalen Coker or DJ Moore or anybody else, Brian Thomas Jr. And I just trusted my gut and said, all right, if it's illness, I'm just going to start him because he can play through it. You could physically play through it. So I am assuming he's going to play. And he did, but did not do anything.
He didn't do nothing.
He didn't do an MJ flu game.
I mean, he didn't do nothing. I was just like, come on, bro. God, it's a championship,
Nah. Yeah, it does suck.
Hey, he didn't care.
It sucks for multiple of mine, your, and Jenna's fantasy teams because Jenna with picks up 200 to 300 points for higher than everyone else and gets taken out in a game. And every week since, she's like had the highest amount of points. It's just depressing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's frustrating.
Any given Sunday, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. And I knew it. I knew I should have put the other dudes in the lineup. I was just like, nah, DJ Moore, he's going to do his thing this week. But I'm just like.
That's how I felt about Jalen Coker. And he got 1.4 points.
I think I started Jalen Coker last week and he let me down. I was like, oh, man. I think he had something, but it wasn't like,
No, he had something last week. He had something at least.
Yeah, but he didn't like score a touchdown. Like I needed. I hope he's getting like one of those signature touchdowns and he didn't have it. I was like, oh. Yeah.
I mean, now it has to happen. We have to win. And Jalen Coker has to get that tutty. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I feel like it will.
Putting it out.
Yeah, for sure. But the AFC standings as well. I mean, I think right now it's like the Broncos and Patriots are only. I think the 2 teams that can get like the number 1 seed. If they win. But the Patriots need the Broncos to lose. So if they lose, then the Patriots.
What is up with the AFC North?
So it's between the Ravens and the Steelers. So
what has to happen?
Whoever wins this game gets in between the Ravens and Steelers.
Are they playing each other?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about the similar to the Buccaneers and Panthers. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun weekend of football, dog.
For sure. And I think the Jaguars. I know if they win the NFC, AFC South. Or if the Texans lose, they win. They get in. But I think if the Texans they need to win and need the Jaguars to lose and they can, and the Houston Texans would, get the win the division. So that's going to be interesting as well to see what happens with that. But the difference between a 3 and 5 seed, definitely home field advantage, obviously.
Home field
The
advantage,
the
huge.
Patriots, they clinched their division this weekend. The Chargers are pretty much locked into 7. Um, I don't think that, like I said, I don't think they can drop it. I don't know if they can get the 6 or not. Let's see. No, they can't get the 6. So they're pretty much locked into 7. But but yeah, the Bills and Texas, the Texans and Jaguars, whoever comes out, one of them is going to be the 5 seed because both of them I think have to win over the Bills as well. So yeah, man, that's how it's looking like now. I mean,
we drew it up. Number 1 seed Broncos, number 2 Patriots, number 3 Jaguars.
nobody would have thought that. I mean, nobody predicted that. I mean, think about it. Everybody was picking the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Bills.
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, we all thought it was going to be another clash for the Titans right there, but now it's just anybody's game. Whoever, it's anybody's. It's wide open. I mean, we don't know who's going to come out.
Dare I say, Drake May might be a stud. I'm not gonna lie. He might be he might be him. I'm not gonna
I think he's him. I think he got next for sure.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Would you say that Stafford is still like leading the MVP race right now? Or
it's so hard to say. Like it's difficult to say after the Rams lost the first place. Like their offense is still good. I mean, they're a great team still, but like the appeal was he was leading the charge of that first place team. I'm assuming that was the voters' appeal. So, honestly, if they didn't have their own biases, I would even throw some votes Drake May's way. Like,
yeah, I think Drake May is second. Like, actually, now thinking about it, if Drake May might have a better case than I'm thinking about, just because they're the 2 seed. I mean, nobody thought they were going to be the 2 seed, winning division over the Bills.
And he's been incredible.
Be the 1 or the 2 seed, and now the Rams are the 5th seed. So I mean, that's pretty much more impressive. A little bit more impressive. I don't know how the stats are looking. It's got to be at least 7. I mean, the stats,
Oh, dude's been fantastic this entire run. Like,
yeah.
We played against the Patriots early on in the season, and I was like, dang. Like, it's frustrating because their offense is so good because of Drake May. Like, and so
he can make every throw, and he can use his legs as well.
On platform, off platform, has his legs, the ability to spread the ball around. He could be a point guard. He could be a center. Like, he can do it all for real. Like, he really can. So, I mean, Drake May's a stud. I think he deserves some praise towards the MVP conversation. I don't think he's going to win because of his stature in the league and how pretentious the people are that vote.
Yeah,
it has to be.
They may feel like it's time for Stafford to win one. You know what I'm saying? Because he'd be like, oh,
there's like a politics to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And it's like, because think about what happened with last year with Josh Allen winning. Like a lot of people thought Lamar was going to win because his stats were just incredible. Like, it was blew out the water, but then Josh Allen won because, the team success and all that type of stuff. But, yes, I mean, they had Derrick Henry and all that other stuff, but it was interesting.
Yeah.
But looking at the stats now, like, Drake May has a better completion percentage, 71 to 65, 71%. Matthew Stafford has 65%. Drake May has more passing yards. Not by a lot, but probably by about 20 yards. He has more passing yards. Matthew Stafford has more passing touchdowns. He has 40. Drake May has 30. Drake May has more interceptions, 8-5. But Drake May does have more rushing yards. He has 400 rushing yards, so that's impressive. And 14.
That's incredible. 400, dog.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess like what makes up the touchdown category. He picks it up with his rushing ability, So, I mean, Drake May's gonna have plenty of years to win it. So I think they might lean Stafford just because. But if you think about who has some more I'd probably say Drake. But Matthew Stafford, I mean,
Is likely, is more likely.
But even if they're the fifth seed, they still have like I think this is like the second or third best record in the NFC, so it's not too bad. It's just division winners get the top seeds, so they still have like a better record than that conference. So
it'd be hilarious if like Sam Darnold won it. that would be the craziest timeline after everything that's happened.
I'll be honest with you though. I wouldn't be with that. I'm just saying I'll probably come on here and bash that pick. I'll be like, bro, that can't happen.
Oh, I would too, but it would be hilarious.
It would be something for sure. I'd be like, at that point, you might as well give it to Christian McCaffrey or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get Donald, So
B Money, like, give it to B Money. No, we'll save him the most improved. All right, we'll give him that. He's not going to get any of these. He's not going to get any of these awards. Well, maybe he balls out next week.
I mean, he has these years ahead of him. He still had a chance. Maybe he can put a season together where he can have like MVP type numbers. So
yeah, we got to be the whole time.
You got to be consistent, though. You can't be up and down.
Like, you know what I saw homeboy doing? I saw homeboy pouting as he's walking to the field at after he had that interception, and there was a couple of other plays that happened, and then there was the offense coming back, and he was like, I don't like this. I was like, my man, you got to have a better demeanor. Don't even if you're thinking it, don't show it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
For sure.
I get it. He's frustrated with himself. Dave Canales probably frustrated, to him, or maybe silently frustrated. Whatever it is, there is probably a lot more going on, and he probably has to deal with a lot. And there's probably frustrations from previous plays that didn't happen, but just don't show it on your face like that,
Yeah.
And I love B Money is my dude.
Yeah. But you don't want your team leader, your franchise leader, looking like that.
You got to fake it till you make it, brother.
Hey, you definitely got to do that. That's what it's all about a lot of times. But, man, like I said, this playoffs is wide open, man. I mean, NFC, AFC, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch. I mean, fun to follow. I mean, the storyline's going to be out of control, It's going to be, who's going to be able to, create a legacy, define a legacy for themselves, And, we've seen a lot of teams we've seen the Eagles, we've seen the Chiefs, the Ravens. I mean, we have the Ravens, but they haven't played the Super Bowl. But we've seen the Chiefs, the Eagles over the last couple of years. We've seen the 49ers, but it's probably time for a new blood to be in the Super Bowl. It's been a minute.
I love it. So hey, nobody's even talking about the Broncos. Literally the quietest number 1 seed ever.
Gotta be, because I think it's just because Bo Nix is the quarterback, which is.
I mean, I don't even know if he's good or not. I don't think I've seen one single Broncos highlight this entire season. I don't even know if he's good or not. I know what he is, but I don't think I've seen a single highlight.
Yeah, he had that one game against the Packers. I thought that was impressive, but other than that, I don't really know. I kind of think he might can do something. So I'm really interested. I think this is probably the most intrigue we got to have about the playoffs. You don't know which team is going to show. Even Texans, CJ Stroud is trying to play well again. So it's bro, they might be a dangerous team because the defense is already great.
Dangerous. I mean, they woke up feeling dangerous.
I mean, they got different weapons like Jayden Noel and Jaden Higgins had touchdowns this past week. So it's you never know. I mean, what could happen if they get hot? I mean, if you got a great defense and your offense starts clicking at the right time, I mean, if your team is hot in the postseason, that can propel you to the Super Bowl. We've seen teams like the Ravens when they were when they made that Super Bowl 2013 or whatever it was.
They ended up beating the Broncos. Matter of fact, against that Mile High Miracle game, that was crazy with Jacoby Jones and whatnot.
Yeah. There was a 6 or 7 seed.
A late round, it was like a wild card.
Yeah, and they were like one of those
At
teams that got
Mile High Stadium, so they weren't a high seed.
yeah. So they was one of those teams that got hot at the right time and was able to make the run. So it was
How you
different
do it.
teams like that.
That's all it
Like
takes. I mean, the Giants did it twice, dude.
oh yeah, the Giants
Against
did
the
twice, yeah.
Patriots both times.
I mean, crazy, you know. I mean, that was running crazy. I mean, to beat the 17 and 0 team. I mean, man.
The helmet
I mean,
catch. I mean, I think number one craziest NFL play of all time.
for sure. For
In
sure.
terms of the stakes, the moment, what happened, what it led to, like
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. It's like, I mean, it's being in the moment. You just like, what just happened? It's like, is that a catch? You know, the NFL, if he would catch it, you don't know.
I
What's
remember being a
happening
kid seeing that and just being like, what?
nowadays. Yeah, it's like, cause you always hear like, yeah, this team is like the Patriots 17-0 greatest team of all time. But like they're spurting out, and it's like this team might lose, really? Okay, like it's like, and then you see that happen, you're like, oh. And at that point, I was kind of rooting against them because I kind of like didn't like them because one, I was cheering for the Colts at that. I was a Colts fan. And then they beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl like a couple of like that time
Against
in
the
03.
Patriots.
So, yeah, so I was like, I kind of didn't like the Patriots from that point, So I was like, I was kind of happy, but I was like shocked at the same time, So I was like, so I was like, yeah, but okay, let's see what happens. But yeah, I'm ready to see what moments we get from this playoff. I mean, remember like in what was that year that the Minnesota Miracle happened? Like,
2017.
oh man, we was watching that in the calf, I think it was.
That was like I will never forget that. I'll never forget that moment because I'm like, just the way that I just described. What? Like,
yeah,
no way that just happened. Like, that was
incredible.
insane. It was against the Saints too, and I
Against the
truly
Saints.
did not care either way. Like, I
Yeah,
was fine either way. But to see
yeah,
that happen, absolute cinema.
craziness. I mean, that was like, I mean, this being like, I mean, this is shock value. The shock factor. He was just like, oh man, what's going on? Like, it just happened. It was like, crying, oh.
And it's actually real. Be like, squeak your eyes off. What? It's still
Yeah,
real.
like does this happen? Like, I mean, because the Saints were knocking on that door for
That
a good
homeboy
minute,
was just walking out with his like arms out. Stephon Diggs. That was a Stephon Diggs like coming out party. Like everybody knew
Yeah,
who he was.
yeah. That's when he started getting that competition for best receiver in the league at that point.
Yeah.
That was his defining moment right there.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. Yeah, man, it should be interesting. I'm excited for it. I mean, this will be must see for sure. Hopefully the Panthers can be in there. So we can, have a watch party or something. Be down for that.
Oh, dude, if the Panthers are in the playoffs, it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
yes, everybody's gonna be.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's jump into some fantasy standouts and disappointments. We kind of touched on it already a little bit with DJ Moore, making us suffer in our championship games. But do you have any more like standouts or disappointments?
Standouts. They gave their most valiant effort in Boats Dynasty, and I'm glad because I have them for years to come. So it's not just this year and it's over. But Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, thank you. 2 tutties to each other. Joe Burrow did the best he could. It was only 2 tutties. I think maybe you could have maybe not given it Chase Brown 2 and then 1 to Sam J. Perrine or whatever his French name is. I wish.
Piron.
Yeah, Piron. I wish he would have thrown a couple more, but also it wouldn't have made a difference, and that makes me feel like everything is good regardless. I give it to Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase though. They made things interesting, even though my percent was like at 20.
I think one of my standouts was Chris Olave. I mean, the way he played lately, I mean, it's been pretty good. I mean, him and Tyler Shuck, they obviously have a chemistry now. I mean, because you see in the last couple of years, I mean, his production has been down just because the quarterback play has been so bad. I mean, they had with Derek Carr and I don't know who they had at quarterback. Spencer Rattler, all types of quarterbacks that were just bad and we're getting the ball enough.
Last week, homeboy had like 30 points.
Yeah, man. I mean, he had 25 this week, so I mean, he's been producing. So
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
yeah,
I stopped paying attention because I only had him in one league and it was picks up. And I was like, all right, I lost. I do not want to see this. This makes me sad.
yeah. It's been up and down season. Drake May, I gotta give a shout out to him. Obviously, he's been incredible the whole season. I mean, I've had him. Matter of fact, I think I drafted Drake May in like several leagues this year. He was my
How many
my go-to quarterback. I had 10 leagues, so
so 7 out of 10. Okay.
yeah, like a lot of leagues. And so he's my go-to draft. Like I drafted in a lot of leagues this year. I was just like, this got to be the year that he comes out, does his thing. Like, young quarterback can make every throw, and then the rushing ability too. That's always a good thing to have when you're in fantasy.
Where is he quarterback ranking wise? Fantasy.
I think he's either 2 or 3. I think he's either 2.
That's Drake, maybe.
Yeah, did his thing this year. James Cook did his thing as well. I thought he was playing pretty well all season. Shout out to Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson, probably the breakout player of the year. I mean, he's been incredible
for Arizona.
Yeah,
he had a great play. I saw this past weekend too.
Yeah, for sure. And with Marvin Harrison being a complete disappointment, I mean, he's made up.
It's wild. He was viewed as a generational prospect, and I'm like, I would rather, like, illness aside, this past week, I'd rather have T-Mac than Marvin Harrison Jr. at this point.
You haven't seen it, bro. You haven't seen it in the league. I don't know what happened. Like I said, it's the strangest things when these receivers just get in the league and they don't produce like they, like we expected them to. Especially when, think about it, he was what the 4th pick in the draft. So, all the chips were pushed in for him.
It was viewed as a potential like number 1 overall if there was no quarterbacks in that draft.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know why the Cardinals drafted him, but
1 second, buddy.
That's not a year there. But yeah, I mean, he's been majorly disappointing. I mean, and he still has a talent, so I guess he can always turn it around. But it's like at this point,
I don't understand what's going on with it. Like, is it because of the quarterback play? But Kyler Murray hasn't been playing.
Yeah,
like
I don't know what it is. Sometimes players might need maybe it might be the system that he's in.
I was
maybe
the role in the offense. Like,
yeah, maybe it's something like that. Like maybe you just need a fresh start somewhere. So I can only imagine what he'd be doing, like in like a Kyle Shanahan offense, like Sean McVay. Yeah, if I had that man looking like Devontae Adams.
Honestly, he's gonna get sold somewhere for cheap and like end up being a stud.
Hey, comes the Colts. We'll take you. We'll take you. Your dad already played for us. We'll take you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, come, legacy type stuff. But yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Colts? Coming to the Colts?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah. Cool.
Take off Junior.
Cool. Yeah. I think Emeka. I would say the Buccaneers offense as a whole, lately, just because they've been down. It's been a downward spiral for weeks now. I mean, think about it. At the beginning of the season, we thought Baker Mayfield was in the MVP conversation. I mean, he's playing that well. I mean, now
so what's funny? I'm so happy to see these events unfold, but I just knew it. I was never concerned the whole time as a Panthers fan. Like, I'm just like, let's just take it 1 week at a time. All we need to do is win our division. Like,
yeah.
And now that we're getting here, I can't think of a better outcome. Like, either we lose this game and we truly are not meant to be there. Like I said before, I mean, if we lose against this collapsing Buccaneers team, we are not meant to be there. And then, all right, we get a better pick, but we had a fun season, fun season and a better pick. Or we win and we get a home playoff game. Who would have thought? Like, nobody would have been upset with this. come preseason week 1. I wouldn't have been upset with it. So like the people that are frustrated now looking at Panthers Twitter and like frustrated about like the state of the Panthers and if we're going to make the playoffs, if the Buccaneers didn't collapse, if we would have possibly been there. I feel as though they would have at the beginning of the season been very pleased with the current state of reality.
Okay. Another shout out I want to give out to is Jawan Jennings. He's really stepped up this year. You know, in the absence
That dude's crazy. He seems crazy. Yeah. Oh, no. That's not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about the 49ers receiver. Are you talking about the Saints?
Jawan Jennings.
He's
talking about the Saints.
Are you talking about the Saints tight end or the 49ers receiver?
I'm talking about the 49ers receiver.
Okay, that dude is crazy. Then that's the crazy one.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that he really stepped up in the absence of Brandon Ayuk and Ricky Pearsall being in and out the lineup, George Hill being in and out the lineup. He's pretty much been the most consistent receiver all year long, no matter who plays the quarterback. Mac Jones was in there too. He was out there producing. So,
and he got paid this offseason too.
Yeah. So that's definitely been great to see. I would say, it's been some decent play. We start off well with Rashee Rice, but then when Patrick Mahomes, was struggling, deal with injury, and then now both of them dealing with injuries. It just went downhill as far as disappointments. We thought he was going to be like a strong dude for our playoff push. He was suspended early in the season. We just going to have him in, insert him in the lineup, late, help our playoff push. And he was out, either out with injury or Patrick Mahomes was struggling. So it was just like,
It was a wash of a season.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Fantasy's been fun. I mean, I can't say that I won it in my leagues. It's sad to say, but it's fun to play. I enjoy it. I mean, I was in the championship a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't win. But it's okay. It's always next year.
We're there.
But you gotta make wiser decisions.
Made it to the dance.
Yeah. I think I'm picking proven people for now on. I can't go off. I don't know if I can go off potential too much anymore with players because Brian Thomas, that dude, picking that dude in the first round. Oh my goodness. That hurt. I just can't do that anymore. But
I wish I could say I told you so, but like I would have based all the content that was out there was saying draft Brian Thomas Jr. He's about to have a breakout season.
Absolutely. We just knew it. I mean, he was like top 5 in receiving yards his rookie year. My goodness. I mean, come on now. We just thought he was just going to end up, him and Trevor Lawrence. I mean,
what are you doing?
It was a perfect match, But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, do you have any more fantasy send out the disappointments before we move along, or think you're good?
Oh, Chase Brown killed it too.
Chase Brown's been good. All the Bengals players.
Too little, too late.
Too little, too late. All the Bengals players have been good of late, but when we really need them at the beginning of the season, they suck.
Yep. Yeah, it's slow coming out the gate.
Yeah. Same thing that happened with Jacory Mesket, Proscott Merritt, man. He started like the last couple of games he's been playing well, but he's
wasn't he a healthy scratch one game? I didn't even know he was doing well.
I think he might have been. I mean, but I know he wasn't producing early in the season because they were putting like Rodriguez ahead of him. And I forget who the other dude was, but he wasn't even starting like most weeks. So I was like, bro, what's going on? The last couple of weeks he's starting to play well, so I guess. But these aren't dynasty leagues, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna draft him again.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know who I'm gonna draft. But yeah. But those are our fantasy standouts and disappointments. So feeling good, looking forward to next year's fantasy. But as we move along, what's one thing you're looking forward to going to week 18 when the Panthers? What are you want to see. I mean, obviously, but
I
I may
mean,
not play, but a win to get you in the playoffs.
this is for all the marbles. Like, I want to see us get it done. That's all. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if Bryce throws for 54 yards again. I don't care if Rico runs for 100 and Chuba runs for 100. Like, whatever you guys do, get it done to get to the dance. That's all that matters. Like, seriously, just put all your marbles to the table, all in poker. Like, anything you can do, scratch and claw, get to the playoffs. This organization needs it. Even if we lose in the playoff game, we need this so bad. Just do not. This would be so demoralizing to lose after so many chances. We had the Saints game in this past week. And oh my gosh, just game after game. The second Saints game, like the Arizona game early in the season. The Buccaneers just they're giving it to us. They're trying to give it to us. Just take it. Just take it, and things will be good. That's all we need. If that happens,
whatever it takes. Whatever
you need to do. I don't care what kind of team you need to be. Like, just get it done. I will be happy.
Yeah. And they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as the Colts go, I mean, Ryan Leonard, Anthony Richardson, whoever we see, I want to see some good football. We ain't won in a while, so maybe we can win. Maybe we can pull off win. I don't know if the Texans what they're gonna be doing. Well, they're obviously gonna be playing because they want to win the division, but still, maybe we can spoil their plans. You know, I mean, I'm with that. You know? So maybe, I mean, Anthony Richardson has played well against the Texans in the past. If he could come in there and play, or Riley or whoever, I mean, I want to see some good football going. Give us something positive to think about going to the offseason, even though we know it may not. You know, we don't know what direction we're going into. We don't know if we, we'll have to just basically tank for another quarterback or what, but hey, we got some. I don't know. Give us something to be positive about going to the offseason after all this negativity we've been experiencing over the last few weeks, injuries, just up and down, different things. I mean, we've gone through a lot since Andrew Luck has retired. A lot. I mean, this quarterback.
I feel that way about Cam Newton.
Yeah, I mean, we've been over and over again. We thought we had our franchise quarterback, but we don't. So now we got to go back to the drawing board again. Daniel Jones, we might have somebody we can cling on to for a couple of years. Then he gets hurt, and it's like that plan goes out the window. It's just like, can we catch a break at the quarterback position? I don't know what we did to do this. Whoever is responsible for this type of suffering for the Colts fan and the organization, what are we going to kick him out, get him out of the organization, do whatever you need to do. If it's valid, you need to get that man out of here to get a fresh start, to get something to go well for us, get him up out of there. Whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? It's like we can't have anything good right now. I mean, I know Andrew Luck retired. I mean, we might not have. I mean, the offensive line was horrible back then. We didn't do right by him. We kind of kicked Peyton Manning out the door when he went to the Broncos. I mean, we did some stupid stuff. I don't know what they were doing back then. But, can we turn it around? I don't know. We'll see. But I just want to see a good football game,
Who's to say?
We can get Anthony Richardson in there, right? I kind of want to see Anthony Richardson now.
Is he already off the 21-day practice?
I think he might be.
Yeah.
I think they're leading towards Ryan Leonard stuff. I kind of want to see Anthony Richardson. We haven't seen those bombs in there, like those bombs. Last year, the first game of the season, the Texans throw them bombs.
Dude, I had Anthony Richardson in fantasy. I knew. I was like, man, this is about, and then he gets hurt.
Yeah. So it's like we need something positive going into the offseason. We don't know what direction we're gonna go with. We don't know what the plan is, but we gotta have something positive going to that. At least at some point.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can do something good in this week. Going to the offseason. But yeah, man, definitely the Panthers rooting them on to win this beat the Buccaneers and get into the playoffs so we can have something to look forward to. Something.
Seriously, dog. That's the biggest thing. Like, let's get some playoff football. I forgot genuinely what that feels like to even like be excited about playoff football. At this time of year, like clockwork, I'm ready for the draft.
You're looking at draft pick. You're looking at prospect.
I'm like, no lose so we can get this other prospect. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. The Panthers got what everything they need to win this game. They got they got the formula.
They have to win this game. And if they don't,
Buccaneers are playing sorry. So, yeah.
If they don't, they are. Well, I don't want to trash talk them because I don't want to put any. I don't want to put anything.
You gotta take them seriously, obviously, because they got talent. So you gotta take them seriously.
But I think if we lose this game, then that's where we're at. We deserve to lose to a team that has lost 7 of their last 8. Like, if we can't win this game, then we're not ready for it.
Got some maturing to do. Exactly.
But I'm still happy with the overarching, what Dave Canales and Dan Morgan and their draft process is. And then I'm excited for that in the future too. So maybe it'll be for the best that we get a better draft pick, that we can get somebody, not only in the first round, but the second and
if
third.
You want to be taken serious, this is the game to win. If you want to be taken seriously at the franchise. This is the game.
Yeah, I don't like thinking about it like that because then I don't want to be taken serious. I'm trying to think of the positive if we lose, because I know there's a reality that happens. So I'm trying like, how do I come to grips with that? And what I come to grips with is we're headed in the right direction as a franchise, and we just got a better draft pick. And if we're going to lose to that team, we're going to lose to the next team. Like, if we were truly going to lose to the Buccaneers after they're collapsing, then
we're not ready.
We're not ready. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with not being ready if that's the just objective reality,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Got the culture ready.
But I would like to be ready. What do you say?
Got the culture ready, but
That's right. I thought the Colts were ready too. I thought they were ready for prime time.
So we had a playoff run in this. I was feeling good. Like, yeah, man. Talking to my friends, like, yeah, we about to go on a run. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance.
That's
Sauce Gardner too. Yeah. Oh, you got a chance. Right? Yeah.
That is depressing.
I mean, that's how reality hits. How quick it can hit. At a moment's notice. It can be taken.
Don't say stuff like that. It scares me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking forward to you. Yeah. Week 18 is gonna be exciting. We're excited about it. We're looking forward to it. Like I said, go Panthers for sure. Go Panthers. Go Colts. Keep pounding and for the shoot.
Hey, by the next time we're talking, this will be the Carolina Panthers playoffs in the first time since 2017.